Step 5 in the home selling process is the appraisal. If the buyer is getting a loan on the property, they're going to have an appraisal done on the property. And the goal of the appraisal is for the bank to ensure that your home appraises at or above the contract price for the home. So if the buyer is under contract to buy your home for, say, $1 million, the bank wants to know that the home is worth at least $1 million. Otherwise, they don't want to lend on it. They don't want to loan $1 million on a property that's worth $800,000, right? That would be an issue. So the goal of the appraisal is to make sure that we appraise at or above the purchase price. Now with that, the way that it works is my team and I will reach out to you to coordinate and schedule a time for the appraisal that works for you and works for the appraiser. Sometimes the buyer will be present for an appraisal, but more often than not, they won't be. The appraisal process typically lasts about 30 to 60 minutes, and the appraiser is going to be at your property. This is one of those situations where you can be at home if you need to be. A lot of times the appraisers just like to have free rein so that they can do their thing as they go through the home. They're going to do things like measure all the rooms, take pictures, look at the exterior, and write notes about improvements and evaluate it against recent sales of similar properties in the area. And then they're going to come up with an opinion of value, and then that gets sent back to the bank. If we're in any type of situation where we have any concern at all about the value, for example, if the appraisal doesn't come in at the purchase price, our team will reach out and connect with the appraiser directly and provide them with a lot of information, particularly the comps that were used to price your home. We'll provide them with a list of improvements that have been made to the home, as well as provide them with information regarding how many offers we had on the home. We'll provide everything we can to really make sure that we hit that value, because this is going to be very important. Now you as a seller actually play an important role in all of this. What we need from you is for you to impress the appraiser. We want the home to show great, just as if it was a brand new listing. So we need to treat this like any other showing. When the appraiser walks in, we want them to say, wow, this place is amazing. I can see why someone's paying $1 million for it. So your job is to make sure your house looks like $1 million. That's going to help ensure that the appraiser comes in at the value we need them to. So that's just a little tip when it comes to the appraisal. Now, if we do run into a situation where the property does appraise lower than the purchase price, then that opens up another renegotiation period there. There again, just like when it comes to the inspections, the appraisal is no different. There is not a de facto way that this gets handled. For example, let's assume we're in escrow for $1 million purchase. The appraisal comes in at $950,000. A number of different things could happen in this scenario. The buyer could request that you lower the price to $950,000. The buyer can decide that they don't care that the appraisal came in at $950,000 and decide to cover the $50,000 themselves. Or what happens most commonly is we meet somewhere in the middle. The buyer comes up a little bit and the seller comes down a little bit, and we meet at a happy medium. But again, it's all a negotiation. And just like with the home inspection, you've got a great team and a great brokerage behind you. So we're going to do everything we can to get you every penny possible. And that is step 5 in the home selling process.